Yeah, we're holding right in the very beginning. Sarf apustumus is Torah. First, we're talking about what happened on Shivos, right? On Shivos B'Tammuz. Okay, Sarf apustumus Gemara. It's a Masorah. That's how we know it happened. There's no psukim. It's not based on psukim. Hemit tzelem behechol. Menashe put a tzelem behechol, an idol. Minolan dechsiv. Omeis husarat Talmud. From the moment the Talmud was bought, the same day that he didn't allow them to bring the korban Talmud, v'losus shukutz shomim, to put what's disgusting. V'chad omer v'oksiv v'al knaf shikutzim mishomim. So shikutzim is two. How could say there was one idol? There were two idols. Omer Rav Trehavu. There initially were two idols. Chad nofol, chad hayu v'nofol chad al chavrei v'tavrei leili yodei v'shtakach daviksiv. We'll see in a moment. So one broke the other, and therefore there was only one idol. It started off there two. When one fell, broke the other, and it broke off its hand. V'tavrei leili yodei v'shtakach daviksiv alif debach ksiv aluyo and sovis lachruvi beisei. You wanted to destroy my bias. What was the message? So what do they do? They cut your hand off. Because you tried to destroy my bias, therefore your hand is cut off. Meaning they became over there Avodah Zarah. Another pshat says, yeah, Loshen Shelas Keil, Kloma Viala Biodi. Okay, further. Betishav Gozer al Vasenu Shlo Yikonsul Loretz. Right? It was decreed, we shouldn't go into Eretz Yisrael. This is the Chet HaMeraglim. How do we know it was Tisha B'Av? B'Nolan makes a calculation. Dichsiv Vayi B'Chodesh Rishon B'Shana Hashniyah. I mean, you see, you have an appreciation. The Hakamas HaMishkan was Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Meraglim was 2 months later. Could you imagine? Less than 2 months later, they're already sending Meraglim. It's unbelievable. The Mishkan, here we have to get reinstated from the Chet HaEgel. The next day, all of a sudden, we need Meraglim. 40 days later, it's disaster. We're going from bad to worse, where after having the Mishkan, you should be at another level. It doesn't work this way. What it says, V'hi b'chodesh harishon b'shana hashniyo, b'echad l'chodesh hukam ha-Mishkan. V'omamar, shon rishona osa Moshe es ha-Mishkan. Right? The first year, they made the Mishkan. That's after Chet HaEgel. Shniyo hekim Moshe es ha-Mishkan. Right? That was what? On Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Sholach Meraglim. Uchsiv, V'hi b'shana hashenis b'chodesh hasheni, be'esrim b'chodesh, nala onim ala Mishkan, ho'edus. When that finished. When did he travel from Sinai? It was Shana Hashenis. It was the Shana Hashenis, Chodesh Hasheni. This is Iyar. Be'esrim b'chodesh, the cloud lifts, me'ala Mishkan, ho'ed uchsiv, v'yisum harashem derech shalosh yomim. What happens? Amr Rab Chom Rachanin also yom sor mi'achrei Hashem uchsiv v'asavsu v'sher kirbu savu tavo. This kibbutz hatavo. They wanted meat. V'yeshuva yivku gam b'nei Yisrael uchsiv at chodesh yomim tavlu esrim. So now he makes a calculation. Now esrim v'tartin b'sivon. No, so you have 20 esrim v'tartin b'sivon uchsiv v'tisoger Miriam shivas yomim. Tavlu esrim v'tisha b'sivon. 7 days, right? Uchsiv shlach noshim. So good. So what is it? So it's 29 days in Sivon. She comes out. We'll see. The Gemara's going to ask the question. The Gemara's going to say it was Molly. The Gemara's going to say it in a minute. So it was what? She comes out right away. Right after she comes out of, you hear this? Miriam just came out. This is Rashi Chumash. Risham halo rov lo musar. They saw what happened to Miriam because she spoke lashon hara against Moshe. So, and you're going to come back and speak negatively about Eretz Yisrael, right? And Yeshua, right? Risham halo rov lo musar. Okay, that's what they say. But again, the question, the Sifsei Chachamim deals. No, the Sifsei doesn't say he wasn't married. Doesn't say he wasn't married. No. He had other wives. What? He had other wives. Yeah. But over here, you see from Rashi, the Chacham says, the question is what preceded what? Why Rashi said in Chazal, the Maisa Miriam preceded the Maisa Meraglim, right? You see that from the Gemara here, right? Because we're saying right after she came out after the 7 days, Shlach Noshim. V'tanyo be'esrim v'tisha b'sivon sholach Moshe Meraglim. Okay, now we'll make the calculation. 29th day of Sivan, Moshe zem Meraglim v'chosu v'yeshuv mistura oretz mikitz arbom yom. Hani arbom yom, nakichadavu. It's only 39. Omer Abai Tammuz da'ishaita muluya mal yuah. It was a moleg. Tammuz normally it's 29. That year was a moleg. Uchsiv, koralei moed. Moed is what? So Russia, it's Rosh Chodesh. Rosh Chodesh is called Moed. Lishba b'churik siv atis kol eido v'yidu eskolam v'yivku halaylo ha'om halaylo hahu. Omer Rabba Rabbi Yochanan. Aleph, there's a question what the gear says. Also, Hayom Erev Tisha B'Av. Hoyo, Erev Tisha B'Av Hoyo, near Beinai, Osa Hayom Tisha B'Av Hoyo. Was the night of Tisha B'Av. That night, because there was a baseless crying, there's no reason to cry, therefore you can have what to cry on this day. This is B'chiyash L'Doros. Chorav is what happened. Chorav Abayis Brishona. The first base news was destroyed on Tisha B'Av. Beis. Rega. Beis, yeah. Minolon, how do you know? Dichsiv. Minolon, Dichsiv. U'vachodesh ha'chamishi b'shiva l'chodesh. Listen to this. It says on the 5th month, which is Av, on the 70th month, Hishnas Cha'esrei Shana l'melech Nebuchadnezzar Melech Bovel Bod Vuzadon Rav Tabochim Eved Melech Bovel Yushalayim V'Yisrov has Beis Hashem. So what seems to be was the Churban on the 7th, when I finished. Uchsiv b'chodesh ha'chamishi b'asar l'chodesh Shnas Cha'esrei Melech Nebuchadnezzar Melech Bovel Bod Vuzadon Rav Tabochim Om Ifnei Melech Bovel Shalayim. 1 second. And the second pasuk says what? It was on the 10th. V'tanyu yevsher loma b'shiva sherei kvar nema b'asor. Yevsher loma b'asor. You can't say it was on the 10th. Sherei kvar nema b'shiva. Ha ketzad. So how exactly do we reconcile it all? B'shiva nichzu nochrim lehechol v'ochlu v'kilkabo. Shvi shmini uchi. They carried on over there, doing all kinds of destruction. Uchi samach lechashech yitzis b'asor. Before Shkia, before nightfall, they torched it. So it was when the slowly erev, as night was falling, that's when it was burning. So they torched it right before Chashecha on the 8th, on the 9th, and it burnt in Vainu Domer of Yochanan. No, they torched, burnt on the 10th. No, that's when they torched it, right? But it burnt, the actual burning, it burnt on the 10th. So that's what we reckon. They entered on the 7th, Kilkulu the 7th, 8th, and on 9th, right before sundown, they torched it. And so what happened on the 10th? The Pasuk says 10th. That's when it actually burnt. It actually was destroyed on the 10th. Find over Rabbi Yochanan. That's what Rabbi Yochanan says. He says, Il Mole, Hayisiv Osador. Which door? Bais Rishon. Bais Rishon. It was right. Rabbans, what do Rabbanan disagree? Because to commemorate a tragedy, it's the aschalta to pornosa, not when it actually, because it was a done deal. It was done. You shoot the bullet. Now it just has to hit the target. That's it. So this is what Rabbi Yosef said. Now, when I was preparing the Gemara last night, I thought of this. It's gewaldig. According to the Bavli, when was the first wall breached? The 9th. By Sheni, it was the 17th. No, Hufka Eir was the 17th. Hufka Eir was 17th. The pasuk says the 9th. So the Bavli. So again, so the question is like this. So why do we keep? We should keep the 9th. We should keep both, right? Wait. So no. Wait. No. So what's the reasons? I'm just telling what he said. So when was Bai Sheni destroyed? What was destroyed on the 9th? The pasuk we're quoting, and burnt on the 9th. Everything happened on the 9th. It was torched on the 9th and burnt on the 9th. So he says like this. The Bavli says, the Yerushalmi says, that factually, both first and second Hufkir was on the 17th. Was on the 17th. Not on, and that it's recorded on the 9th, because they were overwhelmed, so they recorded it wrongly. And the Navi didn't want to make the correction, because he wanted to give you an understanding of what was going on at the time. But according to the Bavli, it was the 9th. So he says like this. So he asked the question we mentioned tomorrow. Megillah says that if Tisha B'Av falls on Shabbos, why don't you have it on the? Why do you have it on the 10th, not on the Thursday before? Because the Agdumuni Purnosa, because we prefer to push off a tragedy, bring it earlier. So Ramey Simcha asks, what Gemara say better? Factually, burnt on the 10th. Right? The 10th has greater value to commemorate the Churban than the previous Thursday. So he said like this. The Shitas Abavali is like this. Whenever we commemorate a tragedy, it's always the most recent tragedy. So it's by Sheni. By Sheni was only the 9th. Just as while Shivos B'Tammuz, even though the 9th and it was 17th, why don't we commemorate the 9th? The answer is because whenever we commemorate something, we always commemorate the most recent tragedy. So therefore, the Gemara and the Shitas, the Bavli holds, he asks the question, why do you have Tisha B'Av on Sunday, have it on Thursday? You can't tell me by Rishon. Rishon has no relevance. So therefore, there's only one answer. We push it off, we don't bring it back earlier. Reb Yochanan, who's a Yerushalmi, he holds no. He holds when you commemorate even the first. So therefore he says, if I would be Kaveh, it should be the 10th. Because we have to deal with the first tragedy. So if you can't be Mekayim it on what? On Shabbos, you can't commemorate it. You do, but why so? Not because Agdum Purnos Lo Magdiminon. So the Bavli holds it's because Agdum Purnos Lo Magdiminon, because we only commemorate the most recent. So therefore, there's no. So what's the difference between Thursday and Sunday? The answer is because we prefer to push it off rather than bring it. But according to Yerushalmi, why do you have it on Sunday? Because by Rishon burnt on Sunday. That's the reason why we have it on Sunday. So but right. Yeah, but even by Sheni you'd have it. By Rishon he would have. Yes, they disagree. But it's a question if there was a question of 10th or Thursday. That's what he says. Right? So that's the Bavli. Right? Exactly. Well, he's taking his wrath out on the Eitzim Vavonim. That's by Rishon. That's by Rishon. No, that's why it's Korelei Moed. That's why it's a Moed. That's why if we could have been destroyed, he chose to destroy. He took it out of the base. Right. 100%. That's right. He took out his wrath on the base, not on us. So that's why it's a Yom Tif. Yeah. Okay. How do we know? We know the Bais Rishon was destroyed on the 9th, right? But how did the Bais Sheni do Psukim? No, that was me. I said that. No, I said that. Not okay. Ubishnim Nolan. How do we know that Bais Sheni was Nechra of Tisha B'Av? The Tanya. Yom Zakai. Hear this? It makes sense if there's the most tragic day. When should the greatest tragedy take place? On the day, which is the most tragic day. So logically, that's when it happened. You hear this? On the 9th. You hear? It's such a certain principle. It's not a question. It definitely happened. People, Hungarians, they commemorate certain. They know Hungarian Jewry. Many were killed in the summertime. So they all go to Kivri Ovos if they go to, or they keep their yards. They don't know the exact day they were killed, but they keep generally a certain period. They pick the day during that time because that's when the massacres took place, or they took them to Auschwitz, whatever it was. Here, Tisha B'Av. Well, it was about that time. No, it's not about that. It definitely was that day, because as we say, Galgin Schus Liyom Zakai. It's definitely, since that is the most tragic day. This level of tragedy had to take place then. No, it's not a question. It may have been another day.
So therefore, the opinion of the 17th is really not valid.
No, that was the first. That was the first bias. We don't know. But that day is not designated as a day of tragedy. No, Kodesh Baruch Hu already was kaveh by Chet HaMeraglim. This is going to be Bechila Doros. So Kodesh Baruch Hu was already kaveh the day. He set the day on the calendar. This is the day. Yeah, 17th was never kaveh. Okay. Further. And we said that. Amrum Shechor Beis Hamikdash B'Rishona Osa Yom Erev Tisha B'Av Hoyo. It was either Dalit. What's the Dal? The Bach. Rega. What? Shechor Beis Hamikdash B'Rishona. Yeah. Well, he says Osa Hayom Tisha B'Av Hoyo Umotzoi Shabbos Hoyo Umotzoi Shviyas Hoyo. Ubishmarta Shel Yoyoriv Hoyo. It was the Mishra Yoyoriv we had earlier. They didn't come back from Bava right away, so they were pushed out. Ba'alevim hoyu omrim shiro. Hear this? V'omdim al duchonom u'mashiroi omrim. We say they said the wrong shiro. V'yoshev aleim onom u'v'rosam yatzmisei. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will consume them because of the rob. V'lo spiku loma yatzmisim Hashem Elokeinu at shemo nochrim v'kovshum. V'chein b'shniya. Nilkado v'chein b'shniya. So Rashi says it wasn't the shiro of that day. It wasn't the shiro of the day because he quotes a pasuk. He quotes Gemara in Erechin. Take a look over here. The Mizmor, it says in this Mizmor, "Kel Nekamas Hashem, Ushir Shel Yom Revi." So it was Motzei Shabbat. What would it say? The Shir Yom Revi. V'Hai Dami Le B'Yom Rishon, Ay Laile Ba'almo. Hava Denofel P'Pamayu. It was like it was an elegy, which mistakenly they said the wrong Shira, because Kedamino Be'Erechin, Pirshe Leila Kino, She'Tar Gemionos Menuzio, Kino. Tol Eile Ulkamo Eyak Chag Shepirusho Koneni Ubechi. Koneni Ubechi. It's wailing. It's grieving. Nilka the Beitar. How do we know Beitar was captured on Tisha B'Av? Gemara. Okay, so Gemara. Nechrosh. How do we know the city was plowed under? Tanya. Shechorav Tonustrapis Haroshes Haecho. Yeah, Tonustrapis is the story with Rabbi Akiva. Nigzur Gzera Rabbi Gamliel Hariga. Yeah, they gave out a decree. Rabbi Gamliel was the Nasi. He has to be killed. The Romans wanted to kill Rabbi Gamliel. Ba'odin echod v'omad beis hamedrash shomer balachotim mispakish. Balachotim mispakish, the one with the nose. The nose always protrudes. Meaning the one who's the most obvious. We're looking for him. Shomer Rabbi Gamliel ozu toshim minayu. So Rabbi Gamliel heard. He went to hiding. Ozl gabe b'tzinos. So this Roman who made the announcement. He went to Rabbi Gamliel in private to tell him that he wants to make a deal. No, he wants to make a deal with him. Amalei imatzlin batzilna loch. Maisli lamod osik. Hear this? He says, if I save your life, will you guarantee a share in the world to come? This Roman says to Rabbi Gamliel. Amalei hings. He says, definitely. Amalei ishtabali. He said, I want you to swear. Ishtabali solak liigra nofalumis. He went to the roof, committed suicide. What happened? So how did that save his life? Gemiri, the chigazri gezerto umis chad minayu vad legzerto. If one of the people involved in legislating that decree, why? So Rashi says because they believe that the reason why the tragedy happens is because they did something against the Jews. So therefore, that's the reason why they annulled the decree. They're afraid. Yeah. So that's how he saved Rabbi Gamliel's life. He committed suicide to guarantee Rabbi Gamliel should be saved. Rabbi Gamliel says now he has a share in the world to come. Yotze Baskov Omer Odon Zeh Mezuman Lo Chaim Labo. It's interesting. They refer to him as Odon Zeh. It's interesting, right? You'd say this person is Odon. He's this master. It's because he was one of the people who made the decree. That's the reason why he understood. If he would die, it wasn't who he was. That his name was Chaim. It's not because he was Chaim. That's why they violated the decree. It was because he was Odom, because he was one of the people who legislated it.
So actually, he violated the decree
by committing suicide. If that's what he did. That was the intent. It's interesting. All the Gemaras throughout Shas, when it says when it says the Bas came out, it says Mezuman zel chayim l'bach. When Rebbe heard it, Bocha Rebbe cried. Yesh kona olam b'sha'achas. Rebbe, you see a person, one moment could be kona olamo. So Rebbe cried. So there's a famous Maharsha in Avodah Zorah. It says, he should have rejoiced. You see, you're able to be Koneh. What did he cry? So the Maharsha says, if you acquire share to the world come in a moment. So if you live your whole life doing for Hashem, no, just the opposite. How much more are you Koneh? So how do people waste their lives? What is the value of one moment? So, and if you waste the rest of your life, what are you wasting? You're wasting infinite value. That was the Bucher Rebbe. That's how the Maharsha learns. Niskaptzu, we say this on Tisha B'Av, in the things that you read over there, the Medrash. Niskaptzu kitus shapir chekuna. The young Kohanim, they got together groups. Umaftechas hechol biyodon. They had the keys to the sanctuary. V'olu lagaga hechol. They went to the roof of the sanctuary. V'omer lefono v'ribon shalom hov lo zachinu lios tigzborim nemonim. Umaftechas besuras loch. We want to give you back the keys. We weren't faithful gate watchers, keepers, guardians. We want to give you back the keys. Zokum klapim. They took the keys, threw them towards the Shemayim. Yotzke Pinchas yad v'kiblosa mehem. Took it back. V'hem kovtzu v'nofel l'toch ahor v'aleim koni Yeshayahu Hanavi masa gei chizoyon maluch apok yaliso kulach legagos chuos maleo ir homoyo kriya lizo chalech lo chali cherev lo meisi b'chomo. They committed suicide. I don't know. Could they felt it would have been tortured. Oh Shiloh, that if you could be tortured and everything else, and who knows what they may force you to do, you're permitted to commit suicide. Yeah. Afa Kodesh Baruch Hu nema mekarke akir v'shua Elohor. Right? Kodesh Baruch Hu also is moaning and groaning Elohor because of the Horat, because of the Churban Abayis. It's interesting. We had earlier by Rabbi Chanin Mendoza, things were so tough. His wife said to him, "What's going to be? I can't." So it says she prayed, and a hand extended itself from Shemayim, and they received a golden leg from the table. So then afterwards, she had a dream. His wife had a dream. See, she has this golden leg, so here they could improve their living situation, right? You could pay taxes in Lawrence for this. So what happened was, she has a dream that all the great Torah sages are sitting with the wives by a table with 3 legs. She sees her husband sitting at a table. They only have 2 legs on the table. So she realized this is not good. So she goes to her husband and says, "You have to pray they should take it back." So Mendoza prays that she should take it back. A hand extended itself and took it back. Took back the leg. So the Gemara says that the second was a greater nest than the first nest. Because even though there's a nest to give, never does Hashem take it back. Once He gives, He doesn't take it back. That's the Gemara we had. So therefore, the second is a greater nest than the first nest. Here it says, a piece of siyat extended b'shemayim took the keys back. So here we see something interesting. So there it's speaking about when Hashem gave you the bracha. He gave you the leg. Here we built the bias. He allowed us to build the bias. So now, at first, and here it's l'chvodo. Here it's l'chvodo. That we're giving you the keys back. It's not for us. This is for you. We weren't faithful guardians. We're giving back. There, you gave me something for me, and why am I giving it back? Because for me, I'm giving it back, not for you. It's already a different level. Therefore, the second was greater than the first, but it's also a piece of siyad. Okay. Yotza piece of siyad came piece of siyad. Okay. Okay. Amr Yehuda Brei, the Rav Shmuel Bar Shilas, famous Gemara. B'Shmei the Rav Shmuel Bar Shilas, Rav Yehuda the son of Rav Shmuel Bar Shilas, the name of Rav, Geshem Shem Nichvas Av Mematim B'Simcha. Right? When Av, you have to minimize your Simcha. Kach Nichvas Adom Marbim B'Simcha. Right? You increase your joy. Right? Amr Rav Papa Hilkoch Bar Yisrael the Islay Dina Bad Yinochi L'Shtami Nebav. If a Jew has to go to trial with a goy, you should try to evade it. You push it off. Why? The Rei Mazle, the Muslim of a Jew is not good during the month of Av. V'limtzi nafshei ba'ador the boring Mazle, and you should present yourself with the goy in Adar because the Muslim Jew is healthy. You say Mazel Tov. You say Mazel Tov when the child's born. Ein Mazel Tov means we could change the Mazel. We could change it. Of course. The Gemara says at the end of what's the name? That Shabbos. Every person is born under a mazel. No, that's Tosas. That Tosas says that. Tosas says no. Tosas says what's the reason? No, Tosas right here. It's right here on the place. He says, what's the reason why is the mazel of a Jew not good during what's his name? During Av. That since HaKadosh Baruch Hu was Kaveh Av to be a bad month, so it's Megalden Chov Lizman Chayev. So therefore, you're putting yourself in the position. This is a month of Chov. So therefore, if you go with the goy, they're going to put you in. You can put you in the grave. The other one, it's Megalden Schus Liyom Zakai. Other is Yom Zakai. Therefore, you should go. Losis lem achris v'tikva. Even though it says bori, no, he's explaining why it's bori mazle. Why is this mazel of the Jew healthy, and over there it's not so healthy? The time, it's the time. First, there's a whole shiloh. When it says shouldn't go to goy, does it mean until Tu B'Av, or the whole month of? You should push it off till Elul. There's a question, and Halacha cited. Okay. Now, the pasuk ends over here. Losis lem achris v'tikva. Okay, what does this mean? Om Rav Yehuda Breider Shua Shilish Mishmei Derav Elu Dekolim Kli Pishton. You hear this? Although we went to Bavel, HaKadosh Baruch Hu provided us in Bavel achris v'tikva. That's why. You hear this? The reason why the date trees in Bavel, palm trees, is because the Jews went to Golos there. Hashem says, as bad as it's going to be, there's achris v'tikva. They're going to be dekolim. You can have all the food you need. And you can have clay pishton, which is evident quality clothing. So Rashi cites the Gemara before. The Gemara says when Abaye went to Bavel, he said, "How's it possible these people can learn Torah?" Bavel initially, before Rav came to Bavel, they didn't learn too much. See why? Because you were able to buy a basket of dates for 1 shekel. He says, "How did they learn with so much wealth? How do you not learn Torah?" He ate the basket of dates. He was like knives in the stomach all night. Next he says, with dates, how did they learn Torah? How did even the little bit they learned, how did they learn? Next day he understood. The Yomer Yitzchak says to Yaakov, Rei reach b'ni k'reach hasod asher berocho Hashem Amr Yehuda Breider Shmuel Bar Shilas Mishmei Derav k'reach soda shel tapuchim. That what was the fragrance of Gan Eden, which is what? Reach soda shel tapuchim. So Tosa says, same Tosa Shabbos, tapuach doesn't mean an apple, it means an esrog. Because there, the Gemara says in Shabbos, in Rabbi Kiva, that what's Nasav Nishma? So it says, over there also quotes a pasuk, Kerech HaTapuchim. A tapuach, it says, a tapuach, normally the leaf precedes the fruit. Here, the fruit precedes the leaf. No. Tapuach is esrog. So Tosas explains, but it's not true. Apple only has 1 set of leaves. It doesn't have 2 sets of leaves. Smar says when it says tapuach, it means esrog, because it's midor mi'ilon nishon l'shana. So you have the first leaf when it grows to protect it, but it remains on the tree. So a new leaf has to grow to protect it while it's on the tree for the extended period of time. That's tapuz. Tapuz, I thought was a modern Hebrew word. What? Tapuz. Tapuz is an orange. They didn't have oranges. Yeah, but yeah, right. Merits? No, merits is well, no, it's something. Meritzen. What's Meritzen? Meritzen. Yeah. No, he doesn't say tapuz. No, he doesn't. What's them didn't use the word tapuz? What are they called? You know, you buy those cans, those little things. They look like little oranges, tiny little ones. Yeah. Yeah, that's merits. That's the merits. It's those tiny oranges. Okay. Shabbos now interesting. We hold Lalocha. Shabbos Chalvot Tisha B'Av. Mikar Adin. The time that you're not permitted to do wash. Right? Mikar Adin. Shave, all that. That's all Shush Chalvot Tisha B'Av. That the Ashkenazim start early. It's a minhag. There's all minhagim. Okay? So now they work. But everybody agrees. Shvuah Shechal Tisha B'Av, the week that Tisha B'Av falls out in, that week you have the most extreme level of chumrah. Shaving, bathing, laundering clothing. So we understand. What about Tisha B'Av falls out on Thursday? On Thursday. What about the day after Tisha B'Av? It's still Shvuah Shechal Tisha B'Av. Maybe it's the whole week. It falls out on Monday, right? Or Sunday. Falls on Sunday. The rest of the week, are you permitted to? This is a regular week now because it's after Tisha B'Av. We'll go after Chatzos on Monday, right? After Chatzos the next day. So Machlokas, we'll see, Tanoim, Amoroim initially. We'll see. Mar says, Shabbos Chal. No, that's a Machlokas Tanoim. It was going to show it's Machlokas Rav Mishmo, but it's Machlokas Tanoim. Shabbos Chal Tisha B'Av Lios B'Tocha Asur L'Sapi L'Chavis. You're not permitted to take a haircut, shave, and to laundry clothing. Om Rav Nachman Lo Shara Elo L'Chavis Lubo L'Vilbosh. Here, Rav Nachman says it's only to wash. To Avol L'Chavis Lo Niach Mutter. You know, you're going on a trip after Tisha B'Av, right? You can wash, put it away for later. Rav Sheish Sama Afil L'Chavis Lo Niach Oser. You're not permitted to do that because it's a Hesach Hadas. You're not permitted to Misich Das. Omer Rav Sheisha is Teda. He says, I'll prove it to you. The Batli Katri, the Veirab. The Chinese laundry, it's closed. It's closed down for the whole week. Niach. So Rashi and Tos is called Katsri. So he says, the garment, it's Katser. They become shorter. That's why laundry is called katsri. The launderers are called katsris. Okay? What do you think Katsir? He was in the laundry business before he became president of Israel. No? Okay. Moshe Rav Amnuna. Okay. So Rav Amnuna asks, it says, Ubachamishi Mutorin. The Mishnah says, Nikvot Shabbos, it says, meaning, what happens if Tisha B'Av falls out on Friday? It says on, what's his name, on Thursday, you're permitted to launder for covered Shabbos. So you should have clothing for Shabbos. Right? Even though Friday's going to be Tisha B'Av, the next day, doesn't, in those days, it come out on Friday. Permitted to do laundry on Thursday, Shabbos. Lamai. It says, Bosh. If it's to wear it then, Shabbos Iko. What kind of covered Shabbos is it? Right? Elo lo niach. Laniach, listen to this. But the answer is you wash it to leave it. You can leave it for Shabbos. You're not wearing it that day, Thursday. And when do we allow you to leave it for Shabbos? B'chamishi. Because it's obvious. We do it on Thursday because you're doing it for Shabbos. Aval ha-Shabbos kula, but earlier to wash laniach, also. You're not allowed. So you see clearly laniach is not permitted. It's all Chavi because covered Shabbos, you need this for Shabbos. But any of the other days, lo niach, you're not permitted. But according to you, Rav Nachman, that lo niach is permitted. Why only Thursday you're permitted? You should be permitted all week. Any days. Lo olam l'chabis l'lubosh. He says, we're talking about l'chabis l'lubosh to wear. On Thursday. U'she'ein lo el cholokech, the person only has one. So he has, we're talking so we allow one shirt. So right. And he's wearing Shabbos also. He's not going to wash it again. So he's washing today, l'chlot Shabbos, but he wears it today. The Omer Avasi, Omer Rabbi Yochanan, Mishain lo cholak echod, mutal Shabbos b'chol shalmoi. On Yom Tov, you're not permitted to do laundry, right? What? But it says, what happens if a person only has one shirt and it becomes intolerable? He's permitted to wash the one shirt. So the same, he has one shirt. We allow him b'chol Shabbos because otherwise he's not going to have a shirt for Shabbos. So he has to wash it today, but he only has one shirt. What, he's supposed to walk around without a shirt? Therefore, so there's an interesting toast here. We'll see in a minute. It manami, Omer Rav Binyamin, Omer Rav Lozl, Shana El Chabis Lubosh, Avalon Niach Mutter. Okay, so over here Tosas says that today it doesn't apply. So the Gemara says, why in Chaloid, why are you permitted? It says Mishum Ezur Mochi Chalov. When you wash the one shirt, in those days they would wear like a suspenders on their skin. So, whoever heard of a man wearing suspenders on his skin, right? That's the Azor, or a type of belt they would wear. So, Azor Mochiach, that he doesn't have another shirt. It's not he took it off another shirt. He has no other shirt. He wears the Azor on his body. So, but today he says we don't wear those kind of clothing. So when you wash, people don't know why you're washing. They'll think, you're just washing. Therefore, today would not be permitted. Because you don't have the hochocha. So he says, therefore, even if you have one shirt, we don't allow you to wash the one shirt. Right. That he only has one shirt. Take a look at Tosas over here. The comment, right? 1 second. יאמרו כל החלוקים אסור מחבס בכל שמו, בכל זה מותר מותר, זה איזור מוכיח עליו, שאין לו אלא חלק אחד, כי דווקא להם, אבל לנו דבדי אוסר, אפילו אין לנו אלא חלק אחד, שאין אנו אוגדן איזור על חלוקos. Normally they would wear like a belt around the shirt, but we don't wear that, right? אלא חלק אחד, שאין אנו אוגדן אוסר על חלוקos שלנו, ולהביא איזור מוכיח עליו. geen צורך לזור של חבס המצנפס בכל המועד. Even if you have one mitznefes, one like turban, right? Once avagav shein lono el hachas, I'm calling you noshon chabis big days. They lishkov, the children continue they're dirty. So as much as you have, it's like you only have. It's like cholak yachod. So everybody knows. Davi kami shein lo el cholak yachod. Shirgilus lahachle big dayim. V'chol shot tzorach lo kol begodov. Because he's always dirty in his clothing. A small child. So for the reason, like on Cholamoid, you're permitted, on 9 Tisha you can wash children's clothing, little children's clothing. Remember, there was a psak. What about the mother? Mother's nursing. Good. She's always dirty from the child. So basically, her clothing are no different than the child's clothing. Because as much as you have, it's cholak echod. You never have enough clothing. And that's the psak halacha. Okay? Yeah, there's no shvuch tissue. By Sfardim, by us it doesn't make a difference because we don't differentiate. By Sfardim, yeah, they know Sfardim have no shvuch tissue. If it falls on Shabbos, there's no shvuch tissue. Because Sunday is a nitcher, and there's no factually, there's no tissue during the week. So they could shave that year. They could. Many years ago, I was going to Israel, and that was the trip we went. So one time we left. Right after Tisha B'Av, and I needed shirts I gave them to the laundry. So I couldn't, it was Shvush Elbo Tisha B'Av. It was during the 9 days. I didn't have any shirts. So David Schwecki, he came on the trip. So I said, David, I'm going to be makneh in my shirts. You give them in, and you pay for them. I gave him my shirts. I was makneh. He paid. He had them laundered. And then he brought them to the airport. He brought them to the airport. And I said, you even pay for them. So he said, then after, so what happened? Interesting story. So I took the Chinese laundry, it was the Chinese laundry, so it was in the brown paper. I just put it in the suitcase. So I go, they asked me, you take anything? I said, no, I have nothing. Oh, everything's yours, yeah. Then I remembered I'd never opened the package from the Chinese laundry. So it was still in the airport. So I told the person, I said, I have a package from China with my shirts. I never opened, I don't know what's, I assume it's my shirts. They opened it, that was my shirts. But I was concerned, I never knew what was in the package. Okay, that's history. Yeah. More than once a time. Let's hear. Yeah. Meisveg. Also l'chabes lefnei Tisha B'Av. You're not permitted to afilo niach lacha Tisha B'Av. Even to leave for afterwards. V'giyut shalano kekibu shalem. Our giyuts, it was different types of laundering. Is what? Like that kibbutz. Uchlipishn ein behem mishum giyutz. Tiyufta. So what does it say here? It says also l'chabes lefnei Tisha. Under no circumstance are you permitted to do laundry. We had a machlokas. Rav Nachman says lo niach you're permitted. Here it says you're not permitted. Shalach Rav Yitzchak Baguri Mishmeid Rav Yochanan Pisham L'chlipishn ein mishum giyutz. Avol also l'lovshem b'Shabbos chol b'Tisha B'Av. Lios b'sochim. Although you may, because it's very easy. Linen, it doesn't absorb. Linen is a very hard cloth. So never, even though you're permitted to launder it, but to wear it, you're not permitted to wear it. When we say shvush chol b'Tisha B'Av, you're not permitted to do laundry, that's before. But let's say, Botzoi Tisha B'Av, the next day, or, post Tisha B'Av, you're permitted. Shmo afila achrav nami yoser. Even day after, you're not permitted. Like Yisroel Chag. But it's whatever days are left. Meisvei, Shabbos Shechol, Tisha B'Av Lios B'Socho, Osel Sabel Chabis, Chamishi Mutter M'Nikvar HaShabbos. Keitzad. Chal Lios Be'echod B'Shabbos. Mutter Chabis Kol HaShabbos. Kula. You hear this? It falls out on Sunday. You could do laundry that whole week. Now, how could you do laundry? If you hold, it's even after Tisha B'Av. It's the week that Tisha B'Av falls out on, even post. How could you do Mutter Chabes? B'sheni b'shlishi b'ri b'chamish l'fon avosel lachar mutter. It says explicitly. Chal lios b'erev Shabbos mutter chabis b'chamish lekfor Shabbos v'im lo kibis b'chamishi b'shab mutter chabis erev Shabbos minim l'chol l'maylo. So clearly, so what do you say? Light Abaye v'temin Ravach bar Yaakov v'ho chal lios b'sheni b'chamishi korin. Okay, now if it falls out, you read the Kriya for Tisha B'Av. If it falls out on Monday and Thursday, Korin Shlosha Mafte Echod B'Shlishi. Excuse me, Echod. You have regular Kriya Torah because Monday and Thursday there was a takora. You have Kriya Torah. How many aliyahs do you have Monday and Thursday? 3 aliyahs. What about if Tisha B'Av falls out B'Shlishi B'Revi? Kori Echod u'Maftir Echod. 1 aliyah. You hear this? You call one person for aliyah, and that person reads the Maftir. Rabbi Yosef no la'olam korin b'shlosha umaftir echod. Tufti d'Shmuel. This is Bor Agav, but it's a refutation of Shmuel. Shmuel says that it's not only not permitted before, it's not permitted afterwards. So here Tosha says something interesting. Shmuel tanoi, but Tosha says something over here. There's a question: is mafta olam min aminyan? The Gemara has a shalom Megillah. Let's say you only call 7 aliyahs on Shabbos, and you give the 7th aliyah. You have to have 8, you have to have 7, and the maftir is the 8th. So he wants to bring a raya from here that you see maftir is min aminyan. Because it says in the Brisa that you have to have 3 aliyahs. You cannot have less than 3 aliyahs, right? On Monday and Thursday, everybody agrees. And it says, and who receives the maftir? Shlishi, the Yisrael. So you see clearly, just as it's the 3rd, so on Shabbos where you have 7 and an 8th, so b'di'evet, you're not supposed to, but if the 7th turns out to be the maftir, the halach is it's sufficient. It's min aminyan. Because you have to have Shiva Kruim, right? You have to have minimally, you need 7 aliyahs. Maftir is extra, but if the Evid you read the 7th as the Maftir, it's okay. And he brings the raya from here. Kan mochir Rabbi Notam, the Maftir ol l'minyan, Shiva, midakama korah shlishu Maftir, echad she Maftir, echad min ha'gimel, the komi boy, the komi b'megillah. Mora has the Shaila, Maftir ol l'minyan, Shiva olo, mashba mihocha, the ole to be continued.